Good afternoon. We are Florida Southern College's Beta Alpha Psi Xi Mu chapter, and today we are presenting on our best pandemic practice for investing in our members category. My name is Hani Patel. I'm the Vice President of Candidate Coordination.
My name is Julie Lacona, and I'm the chapter president.
My name is Antoinette Warren, and I'm the VP of Reporting.
Really quick, we want to give an overview of the Xi Mu chapter. We are from Lakeland, Florida, which is right in between Tampa and Orlando, Florida. We are actually a very recent chapter to officially join Beta Alpha Psi. We were installed in November of 2020, so we were one of the first virtual installations, which was super exciting to plan out. On the flip side, however, we were taking our first step as a chapter in a virtual setting, which made us have to consider the challenges that come with it. To begin with, we want to show the current rise in unethical behavior. It is evident that the chances of unethical behaviors were at rise with the growing virtual setting in the workplace and academia. From the academic perspective, there were increase in check use by the students as they were able to access the solutions for the assignments, quizzes, and tests, which is evidently resulted in increase in cheating. As a result, we decided the best way to add value beyond the typical professional events and internship opportunities was to prioritize ethical behavior. We did this by hosting our first ethical seminar this semester virtually. This best practice addressed the meaning of ethics beyond the scope of accountancy and did not take much preparation time. We invited a professor from the religion department to explain the meaning of ethics from a broader perspective, as well as our accounting chair to touch on the importance of ethics in accounting. Now, I will pass it to Julia so she can go into further details about the seminar and the process of organizing it.
Thank you, Henny. So why is our ethics seminar different than most? Well, we noticed that accounting courses address the importance of ethics from an accounting standpoint, but the basic roots of ethics and what it means to be ethical were never addressed outside of the religion and philosophy department at our school. The reason our semesterly ethics seminar we have implemented is different than most is because we have worked with the religion and philosophy department to shed light on the deeper meaning of ethics. The seminar is meant to be like a tree that grows from the root to the meaning of ethics, to economy ethics, and then to ethics and accountancy and our role as truth tellers. What were our goals with this best practice? Well, one goal, simply put, was to address the importance of ethics to our members in a way that gives deeper meaning. It's easy to tell an accountant not to steal. However, it's another thing to teach them to be an honest person. The distinction is small but important. In a history on the philosophy of ethics, all gives a purpose to the codes and principles we learn in accounting. Another goal we have is to offer this program not only to our members in BAP, but to the entire business school, as this information is beneficial to everyone. For our first attempt at this seminar, we saw a lot of success. On the quantitative side, all of our chapter members who did not have an unavoidable commitment were in attendance, and we also had over 30 principles of accounting students attend, as well as business students from other organizations. Qualitatively, the depth of engagement during the call was such a clue into how successful the event was. Most students, when they're on a Zoom call, they have their cameras off, and the second the meeting ends officially, they're off the call. However, the audience was asking so many questions from our guest speaker from the religion department that naturally the conversation lasted beyond the hour. Guests were also taking notes during the meeting and popping questions in the chat, which was very encouraging to see. The quality of engagement was evidence that this seminar was a value-added program. Now, while we had success at this first attempt, it did not come without challenges. Some challenges we experienced with hosting an event like this were strong advertising, creating the right balance of accounting ethics versus ethics in general, and making the Zoom activity seem interesting to our audience members. Luckily, we had a great turnout for this first seminar. However, by honing in on these key challenges, promoting around the business school, working with our guest speakers, and transforming the seminar into an interactive discussion, we can improve this seminar moving forward and bring deeper meaning about ethics to a wider audience. So now I'm going to pass it off to Antoinette. Thank you.
While promoting an ethical culture has been a priority, prior to being installed last year, installation was what we mainly focused on. After being installed, we really had to determine what is the most valuable practice we can implement for our members that will last beyond membership. This is something we want other chapters to replicate in ways that meet their chapter's needs. Teaching ethics isn't new in accounting, so why is this a best practice? Now more than ever, there has been a need to keep accountants ethical because the opportunities to be unethical have increased so much with the rise in online learning. This seminar teaches our members more than what is presented in accounting classes, and that is why it is a best practice. In the mid-year meeting, Ryan Hirsch gave a great analogy about how when someone does something unethical, it is like they are driving and start to veer off the road, but the bumpers guide them back into the lane. That is what we want to do with our members, help them grow into the right direction. In summary, unethical activities have increased in schools across the nation since the pandemic started. This ethics seminar is our initiative to promote ethical behavior among members in our business community. We plan to offer this seminar at the beginning of each semester to our members and other students because everyone needs to adhere to a code of ethics in any profession. Through this seminar, we can influence the rest of our business school to be more ethical, and we can say that we helped create a more ethical world. This best practice is what allows us to stand out as a chapter because what we invest in our chapter lasts a lifetime.
Thank you so much for listening to our best practices submission, and we look forward to attending the annual meeting.